for Mindfulness Private Limited and Kailasha Foundation. He holds a master's degree in psychology, yoga, business, education, computer applications, and science. He sits on boards of few corporates and NGOs. He shares his passion to shape the future of education and learning as an industry member of board of studies for few reputed institutions. He is also an invited resource person for UGC, retired EC of Bhartiyar and Bharatdas universities. Further, he is a resource person for MSc Media Studies, Department of Education and Technology of Bharatdas University. Over the past couple of decades, he has delivered 200 workshops and keynotes focusing on individual, business, and leadership transformation. He continues to advise, train, and work with corporates and institutions on mindful leadership development, entrepreneurial thinking, and conscious organization. He is also the president of Acharya Ayurveda Foundation and director XI Innovation India Private Limited. Welcome you, sir. I also welcome our director, fellow faculty colleagues, and students of 2022 batch for this Day 10 Mindfulness program, and I wish you good luck and transformative learning out of this event. Have a good day, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. And thanks for inviting me. Good morning to all of you. Thank Dr. Akshya for this wonderful organization. So, shall we go into the session?
Yes, sir.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay. So, what is the expectation out of the session?
Sir, you have given the area like intellectual prosperity. Therefore, we believe the session will be full of mindfulness and it will be a transformative learning as an outcome. That's what we expect.
Okay, Dr. See, I don't know how many of you are from Coimbatore, how many of you are familiar with Coimbatore among the students or faculty members, right? So there is a place in Coimbatore called Ukadam, right? So how many of you know it? If you know it, are you aware there is also a temple called Lakshmi Narasimha Temple in Ukadam? Have you been there, Professor?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very familiar.
Yes. Akshya, have you been there?
Yes, sir, I have been there.
Okay.
Twice, not regular, but I've been.
Okay.
I have been there, yeah.
Quite a few students are also messaging that they have been there, they know it. So I'm glad to know that. So this session has nothing to do with the temple or the religion or spirituality, nothing. There's a small story linked to the temple in my life. I would call it a very transformative moment in my life. So when I was doing my undergraduation, so I was there. You know, at some particular day, somebody told my mother that for me it's a very bad time, so I should visit the temple, and you know all this happens. So I was there, and you know that day some special day, and a very big crowd was there, and I was standing in the queue. So you know the every temple has this main idol kept in a place. It's called I'm not able to get that name for it. Do you remember? The main idol is kept. Monagraham. Karuvari, Monagraham. Sri Ram and Priyadashi, thank you. It's also called Garbhagraham, right? So it's kept there. So I was standing outside and the queue was slowly moving in. And if you go to the temple, even now, if you go to the temple, it's been ages since I have been to any temples. That's a different story. But standing in front of the temple, the Puchari who was doing the Acharya was doing the rituals and other things. He came out to give the prasada with the lighted lamp in his hand. Deity, the Lakshmi Narasimha deity is kept. The entrance of it, outside the doors, two statues, two idols were kept. Have you seen it? Have anybody noticed it? Nagprakash sir, have you seen it?
I don't remember, sir.
Okay. If you go to most of the temples have it, especially the Vishnu temples. So few students have said yes. Lot of comments are coming. They have seen it. So what is the if you have been to this Lakshmi Narasimha temple at Ukkadam, Coimbatore, there are two idols, there are two figurines, statues kept outside the Moola Graha, Garbhagraha. Do you know the name? Yes, Aarti ji is giving, right? It is called Dwara Balakas, right? Yes.
Jayan Vijayan.
Mr. Gokul, Sri Gokul.
Jayan Vijayan.
Yes, somebody, Vinesh also has given Jaya Vijaya, right? So somebody has said it is common for all the temples. It is not common for all the temples. We go to Vishnu temples. All the Vishnu, Narasimha, Venkateshwara temples contain the same Dwara Balakas. Dwara means door. Balaga means the people who guard the doors. Right? There are two statues. One is called Jaya and another is called Vijaya. Jayan Vijayan. Right? I was wondering, significantly both the names convey the same meaning, right? Jaya, Vijaya. Both convey same meaning like success or victory. Then why two statues, two different names and so on and so forth? As my turn was coming close to that Acharya who was standing with the plate of that, lamp, as I was coming closer, I asked him, as much as possible I was trying to avoid to go so that I can ask him. I was pulling the people forward. I was allowing the people to go forward. He was also noticing. As I was closer, he was also noticing. And the crowd was pretty large. Almost for an hour, I was dodging, going close. I was allowing the people who were behind me to pass me and go forward. And this man, an old Acharya, was noticing this very keenly. He didn't know what I was doing, why I was doing all those things. And quietly, almost, close to lunchtime, when it was around 12 o'clock or something, they were about to close or something like that. I asked him, Swami, I have a doubt. I have a question. He was very surprised. He was so joyful. So I don't know how many of you will understand Tamil. Right? I will just I'll say it in Tamil and also will repeat in English so that nobody misses. I'm saying it in Tamil so that, I just want to exactly convey what that old man, please convey. ரொம்ப யங்கா இருக்கடா, ரொம்ப வயசு கம்மியா இருக்க, இந்த மாதிரி தான் நான் ஞானமா இருக்கும், கேள்வி கேட்கணும்டா, வரவங்களா அப்படியே சும்மா சாமியை பார்த்துட்டு போறாங்க. I'm so happy that you are asking a question. You are a youngster, you look very young. So these kind of young people are only needed. He didn't know what I was going to ask. So he was really, placing me. Then, ask me. And I asked, the two statues, விக்கிரகங்கள் வெளியில் இருக்கு. விக்கிரகங்கள் means statues. Two statues are outside. ஆமா, பால துவாரகா. பாலதுவாரகா. Jaya Vijaya. Jaya Vijaya. Then I asked, Swami, Jaya also success. Vijaya also success. Why two different statues? Why two different names? Then he looked, I'm little tall. I don't know whether, if you had met in person, you would understand I'm almost 6'3" in height. Right? So if you see me in person, you will understand. So that priest was not very tall, he was little short. So the whole height you are seeing. Tamilla சொல்லுவாங்க மேலந்து கீழே குறுக்குன்னு பார்த்தேன், நான் இப்படி தான் பார்த்தேன். So he saw me, he noticed me. And then Nastigana, இந்த மாதிரி கேள்வி கேட்குற நாஸ்திகனா. You're asking such a question, are you an atheist? Are you a non-believer? பின்னாடி பிரசாதம் கொடுக்குறாங்க, வாங்கிட்டு இடத்த காலிடும். ஸோ the prasadam is served behind, get it and get lost. Right? That was his, when I understood, I really understood that gentleman didn't have answers, so he is questioning my belief and non-belief, whatever it is. I left it. But what happened, somehow that stuck to me in my mind. Either the people who have built the temple, not the actual workers who have built it, the people who have built it conceptually. Right? Every temple who have built it conceptually either had been fools, totally idiots, or they should have had some meaning. So is it possible to find that meaning? Is it possible to reveal that meaning? And we are in the age of this is happening. Please, students, my friends, young minds who are in the fresh MBA, please think in a different situation. As this point, as we are talking, you are the age of digital, you are the age of cloud, you are the age of mobile, you are the age of internet. But I am talking at the age of 1994, 95. Good quarter century back, 25 years back, right? Good quarter century, 25 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக இன்டர்நெட் இருந்துச்சு, but it was not affordable, it was not openly accessible like what it is today. Mobile phone was not in India then, right? That was the age. So the only way we could understand is ask somebody who seems to be knowing all these things, or go buy some books which was very costly, and obviously, you know, if you have to buy those books, you have to visit bookshops, not on Amazon or Flipkart, right? So you have to buy through, and these kind of books were not widely available then. So we did not know where to buy it, how to buy it also. I started meeting inadvertently many people. The first person I came and met and asked was my late father. He's no more. I asked my father, I went to such and such a temple, mom asked me to go, and there this happened. Then he looked at me, படிக்கிற வேலையை பாரு, கோயில் போயிட்டு வந்தா பிரசாதம் வாங்கணுமா, சாமி கும்பிடணுமா, if you have to go to a temple, pray quietly, eat the prasadam, come and study, finish your degree, உன் வாழ்க்கையை பாரு, இதெல்லாம் தேவையில்லாத கேள்வி. But I was not satisfied. I understood my father also did not know, and books was not available. Then almost for 6-8 months I tried to meet lot of priests, not nobody, you know, temple after temple. Then I came to know commonly in every Vishnu temple these two characters, these two statues, Jaya and Vijaya, will be there, right? But I didn't know exactly the meaning or the significance of it or what they stood for. But after 7-8 months, you know, I did my regular UG and PG at Kochi, St. Joseph's College, and I was there for 6 years. So somebody told me, hey, you are from Trichy, that is the seat of Vaishnava worship, devotion, right? That is the place where Srirangam is there. If you go there, you will get an answer. Why not you go there? And that point of time, that was semester holidays, it was close to, or you know, I forgot, it was close to this Christmas and other things in December. Exactly in December 1995 this happens. Exactly, we are in December 2020, close to 25 years back. I remember even the month because the college was closed, either pre-semester or post-semester, I am not able to remember that clearly. College was closed. I was at Coimbatore studying for the semester or on leave or for Christmas, something like that. Then I told a lie to my father that there is some practical exam coming up, I have to go. Otherwise he is not going to give me this bus charge, you know. So then he said, you are going to practicals, you can stay at the hostel itself. So he gave me something like 50 rupees or something, that's all. So to and fro bus charge, whatever that 50 or 100 I forgot. So but you know, that's the money I have. So somehow I landed, I took a bus from Coimbatore, the overnight bus. The next day morning I went to the hostel, requested the watchman gave him 5 rupees or something. Then he opened the opened the gate. I had a bath. Quickly I had a bath. Then it was very early in the morning. Around 4:35 I go to the temple, Sri Rangam temple near Trichy, around 8-10 kilometers away from Trichy Chatram bus stand. To my dismay, to my shock, I see a line which is bigger than a couple of kilometers, right? Which is bigger than a couple of kilometers. Then only I realized that is a special day there, Vaikunta Ekadasi, that comes only in this month of December, after December 15, right? So I was shocked. They said, okay. Then I said, it's okay, fine. I don't have money. I cannot stay overnight. I have to return the same day, and I don't have the money even to have some meals. But I decided we'll wait it out. So around 5:36 I stand in the queue. The queue slowly moving. After 6-7 hours standing in the queue, around 12:30 in the afternoon, my chance, almost 2 people in front of me were there. So I was seeing the same Dwara Balakas were also there. It gave me immense joy. It gave me great joy. Today I'm going to get certain information or some knowledge. So then the 2 people in front of me, then they said 12:30 lunchtime for God, Nadasatram. We are going to close it and we'll open at 4:30. I got frustrated. I cannot go out. I am not having even a single bottle of water in my hand. I thought I'll go walk in 10 minutes. I'll ask, take the next bus, come back to Coimbatore, finish it off. But obviously it is not happening to the plan. Then all of them sat there, and to my surprise again, the people around me, most of them are middle-aged with children, right? They all had brought food. They all bought water, food, back to having their meals, lunch. I was quietly sitting, but more than that, I was very hungry, very tired, little fatigue, obviously. The previous day, night before boarding the bus, I had taken my dinner. I waited out. Whatever happens, let it happen. Around 4:30, the people came. Only 2 people in front of me. The 2 people went, then it was my turn. The moment it was my turn to be in the front of that Vigraha, front of that statue, the main statue, Garbhagraha, Moolasthana. Before even I could open my mouth and ask, Swami, I couldn't even complete this word. That priest who was standing out just pushed me out. It was such a huge crowd, special day, he just pushed me out. That's all, I was thrown out. But I decided, whatever happens today, I have to find it out. No money again. Came out, there was a huge water tank. Took the public water, whatever it is there, and quietly stepped on the, that shade there. And around 8:30 in the night, the temple was a little bit free, and the main acharyas, 4-5 people had locked the Moolasthana and they are walking out. I asked them, I am waiting to ask some question, and I asked. So the way he looked at me, I knew that it was not a friendly look. So like he just nodded his head, okay, go ahead, ask. I asked this Deya Vijaya, and there are 2 statues, what is the significance? He also gave me the same answer. He also gave me the same, what the Coimbatore priest said, are you an atheist, are you an Astika? And he just walked away. I had no other choice, returned home. Late in the night, midnight, full day, hungry, fasting. Then only I realized fasting on Ekadasi is very special. Somehow, I think God wanted, if there is some God, I don't know whether God is there or not. If the God is there, then he wanted me to fast, and probably I fasted. So then I came back home, but I couldn't get the answer. Obviously, I had to lie on Ekadasi day to my father. The practical exam went very well. Then another 1 year, 6 months, I started searching. Then one day my father calls, Krishna, if you don't study also, it is okay. நீ படிக்கலனாலும் பரவாயில்லடா, நீ டிஸ்கண்டினியூ பண்ணிட்டாலும் பரவாயில்ல, நீ பண்ணுற வேலையை நிறுத்திடு அப்படின்னு. Whether you are studying or not, that is okay. That's absolutely fine. If you want, you discontinue, but just stop the work you are doing. I asked, what did I do? I don't smoke, I don't drink. What the hell are you talking? That Tamil. என்ன பேசிட்டீங்க தெரிந்து பேசுறீங்க இல்ல என்கிட்ட வந்து ஒரு 1.5 years முன்னாடி வந்து இந்த ஜெயா விஜயா பத்தி கேட்டேன் ஆமா தெரியாதுன்னு ஆமா அப்ப அதோட நீ நிறுத்தி இருக்கணும் so what did I do? No, people are asking, your son is searching for 2 girls. You understand? People are coming and asking me what is happening to your son. I think he likes the company of girls and he is searching for 2 girls, Jaya and Vijaya, both sisters. Why can't you talk to your son or get to marry? He's already over 18. Why can't you get to marry? Probably he is looking for some company or some physical contact or something like that. It's very embarrassing for me, Krishna, please try to understand. I said that I cannot help. One thing I can do is I can leave the home if you want. He had no other choice. He couldn't. Son saying that you leave the home to find out who's Jaya and Vijaya. But with great difficulty, after 1.5-2 years of search, I found out there are 2 different meanings to it. Vijaya means victory over others. Vijaya means victory over others. That victory over others can come out of compassion, affection, love, or fear and threat. Right? I can have success over the other person through giving some money, showing some love, giving some food, or threatening him. Then if Vijaya is victory over others, what is Jaya? I found out Jaya is victory over the self. Right? If you are able to end your own fears, if you are able to end your anger, if you are able to end your jealousy, if you are able to end your laziness and procrastination, if you are very responsible, if you are living very intelligently, right? All these things is part of the victory over the self. Then also he came back and said, if Vijaya opens the door, both are Dwara Balakans. If Vijaya opens the door, you go to heaven. You be in heaven.
23/5/1982.
After some time you have to come back to earth. After your credit is over, you have to come back to earth. You might be a PhD in computers or management or artificial intelligence, but if you come back to earth, you have to start from preschool. But Jaya is, when Jaya opens the door, it is you go straight to Vaikuntham. You go straight to Vaikuntham, and victory over the self, there is. So, what is the significance? What is the meaning that you go to heaven and you come back? But if you go to Vaikuntham, if Jaya opens the door, if you go to Vaikuntham, you are there permanently. What is the meaning is, victory over the self is not permanent. Every other time you have to keep winning. Today you win, tomorrow also you win. Today if you show some love and you win the other person, tomorrow also if you don't show that love, or if you don't give the same money, or if you don't spend the same time, or if you don't use that same fear or threat, that person will go back and you will lose that person. Therefore, victory over the self is repetitive. Victory over others is repetitive. Once you conquer the other, you have to keep on conquering. It is not one-time job, but once you conquer your fear, once you end your fear, victory over the self, it is permanent. Once you win over yourself, once you know how to win over yourself, that winning is permanent. So, as very young people who are into the first year of post-graduation, management of business administration, first year of post-graduation, you will be filled with energy, you will be filled with life. That somehow you have to change the world, somehow you have to conquer the world, somehow you have to make a difference in the world. Somehow your presence has to make some difference. Yes, your presence has to make a positive, significant difference. I do not deny on that, but if you choose the path of Vijaya, you are stuck in life, you are done. But if you choose the path of Jaya, the victory is sure yours. So with this small message, I start with a question. Start with a question to open to the audience. Right? What is the most easiest thing to do? உலகிலே மிக சுலபமான விஷயம் இது.
I request the students, please unmute yourself and please speak out. Ask, please respond to the, share your views.
What is the most easiest thing to do? Such a difficult question.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Can I get the question again, sir?
What is the most easiest thing to do?
For what kind of action?
Anything.
We must know the logic and we must plan to do it.
No. The question is, உலகத்திலே வாழ்க்கையிலே மிக சுலபமான விஷயம் எது? Sriram,
Being patient or silence? Being silent.
Sleeping.
Being silent and sleeping. Naveen is saying dreaming, smiling. Hari Prasad says smiling. Lakshi is saying doing nothing is the most easiest thing to do, sir. So, see, somebody is saying smiling, right? React rather to respond, which is easy. Sleeping. Sir, suppose, please wait. All of you don't rush through one by one. We'll see one by one quickly. So Sriram said it is right. What did Sriram say? Sriram, the first person to say.
So being silent or patience.
Patience. Is it easy? Is it so easy to be patient, to be silent?
When you are controlled, this is not all the time.
So that is what I'm saying. Then it is not easy, right? If you cannot be patient or silent all the time, most of the time we are very impatient. If you have a bad internet connection, it can test your patience,
Yes, that's right.
right? So that is very simple. You need not go into something very complicated or very deep. You have your phone, you are watching YouTube, some favorite movie, some favorite song or favorite show, or you are watching on Amazon Prime or Netflix or Hotstar. Suddenly you know that buffering starts coming, that circling starts coming. How do you feel?
It's dedicated or not.
So no patience. So world has no patience at all. So now lot of people are saying sleeping, eating, right? All these things people are saying, right? Now let us take two situations. One situation, you are going to get a call. You are going to get a call, right? You are going to get a call, and whatever is the message of that call will happen through in your life. Whatever is the message of that call, that will be true in your life. So you get that kind of calls, right? So first you get, in the next 24 hours, you will not know when. The next 24 hours, you will die. So will it be possible for you to eat, sleep? Will it be possible for you to dream?
It will disturb on our mind.
Yes, therefore eating, sleeping, dreaming, all these things are not easy. So now, getting the news, getting the message that you will die in 24 hours is one. Suppose you are getting a very positive, happy message. The next 24 hours, you will get 100 crore, 1000 crore rupees. Even then, can you sleep?
Also, very futuristic or somewhat else.
Yes. Can you eat peacefully, happily? No. How will that money come? When will that money come? Who will bring the money? All these things, you lose your patience, everything. So somebody is saying, right? So somebody is saying what is easy to one may not be easy to others. Very true, very true. See, we are not asking questions of mathematics. We are not asking questions of science, where there is a fixed answer. If I ask what is 2 plus 2, there's only one answer, it is 4. Any other answer, 2 plus 2 is 5, 6, 1, 2, every other answer is wrong. Every other answer is wrong. Therefore, 2 plus 2 is only 4. In terms of science or math or English, or the questions is defined, answers are defined. But this is a life question. This is a life question. There are no right and wrong answers. As you rightly said, what is easy to you is easy to, it may be very difficult to me. What is easy to me might be very difficult to you. I take that point. There are no right and wrong answers. We are just finding out, is there something which is very easy to do, right? So in that sense, I have a son who's today 13 years old, who's today 13 years old. So somebody said advising is easy. Advising is easy. When he was 4-5 years younger, right? When he was 5 years younger, when he was 8 years old, he did some mischiefs. He was mischievous at school, and we received some complaints. As a father, I received some complaint. So he also knows that he has done it. He also knows that the school has called me and informed me. So I asked him, Anna, come here, I have to talk to you. He came, he stood in front of me. நீங்க பேசிட்டு இருங்க, நான் அப்புறம் வந்துடுறேன். He said, நீங்க பேசிட்டு இருங்க, நான் வந்துடுறேன். Right? So you get very irritated, especially the youngsters today. If you understand, they have their own way. Though he was very young, 5 years back, only 8 years old, it did irritate me. So advising is not easy. Sleeping, eating is not easy, right? Thinking is also very difficult. Do we think and act, or act and think? We blindly act and then think. Should not. So also not easy. To me, situations, just there is one thing that is very easy to do all the time. It is not independent on time, whether you get 1,000 crores or whether you are going to die tomorrow, whether somebody advises you or not, whether you want to advise somebody or not, all that doesn't matter. But there is one aspect that is most easiest thing to do, and all the top class achievers, the great people who have done something in science, leadership, business, in medicine, in research, in art and culture, in movies, in theater, in music, in painting, right? It's very well in life. I'm talking about real top class people, not just people who have made some money. I'm talking about real top class, real top class people who have made global name for them, like Ilayaraja or Kamal Hassan or Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, Amitabh Bachchan, Gandhis, Nehru, Modi, right? Obamas, Einstein, Mother Teresa, so many people. I'm talking of Sachin Tendulkar, the quality, I'm talking of such quality, right? I'm Dhoni, I'm talking of such quality people, not people who have made some money. Narayana Murthy, Abdul Kalam, right? These are some of the names which I can think of who have really made some difference in the material world, in the worldly aspects, right? This aspect which I want to point out is common to all of them. And that is to me the most easiest thing to do. Right? That is to me the most easiest thing to do. Now can you say what it is? That particular aspect is common to all the people who have globally achieved in a very big way.
Wanna be clear and show our skills.
No. How do you know, Srinivasan, how do you know they are honest? There's no way to find out whether one is honest or not. No, you mean to say these people blamed others?
No, sir. I think it must be being showing love or caring from each other.
Whether, see, I gave you a lot of positive examples. This quality is also there in people like Hitler, Mussolini, right? All the dictators,
Domination.
Saddam Hussein. Somebody is saying dedication, determination. You find lot of people with lot of dedication, determination, yet they are not very, very successful, or they have not achieved their full potential. I can show you a lot of people.
Understanding, sir. Understanding, cooperation.
To me, according to me, I may be wrong. To me, the most easiest thing to do is to be oneself, right? To be oneself. நீயாக இருக்கிற மாதிரி. You being yourself. நீயாக இருக்கிற மாதிரி உலகத்தில் சுலபமான விஷயம் எதுவுமே கிடையாது. Being oneself, being yourself is the most easiest thing to do, and that is part of being original, that is part of being unique, that is part of being highly individuality. And if you see all these people whom I have pointed out, they are extremely original, extremely unique, they have never compromised on themselves, right? They have been themselves at all point of time, right? Whether they achieve or not, whether they made money or not, before they made the name and fame, today probably they are driving a better car, a bigger car, all that doesn't matter. But fundamentally the human being, they have expressed themselves very well. They have been extremely truthful to themselves. So it is the concept of Jaya in them. It is the concept of Jaya, victory over the self. They have been themselves very well. They have never considered about changing the world, but their life has changed the world. Right? Mother Teresa didn't want to change the world. She did what she did. Mahatma Gandhi did not get a guarantee from the rest of India to follow him. He did what he has to do. When Narayana Murthy and the rest of the co-founders of Infosys like Shibu Lal, Chris Gopalakrishnan, Nandan Nilekani, and the rest of the team, right? When they wanted to leave the organization after a few years, right? Narayana Murthy stood ground. He said, I will be myself. You can leave. I'll buy you out. But I know this is the organization. So they have been themselves throughout their life, right? If you go and study these people, Abdul Kalam. So even to convince Abdul Kalam to change his attire, to change his dress after he became the President of India, which is the highest civil office in India, right? So highest office in the government, the Constitution of India, right? They had to convince him to get a haircut. They had to convince him to get, they had to convince certain things. So these are the people. So with a small opening, there may be a lot of questions that come to you. What is this being oneself? Being oneself does not mean that you do what you like, or do freedom to do what you like, or freedom to think and speak what you like. That is not about being oneself. I'll give you a small example. Have you seen, have you observed, have you watched a small child at your home with your uncle and aunt or your cousins' children or your brothers and sisters' children, if you have one, right? Have you observed them? They will talk to each and every one with same affection, same love, right? They will call everybody, right from the watchman of a apartment complex to the secretary of that apartment complex, or if your colleague, if your father is a businessman, right? If the lowest cadre in your father's office, the destination comes, or the highest comes, that child will show equal open love to all. But how do we talk to people? The way we talk is not ourselves. For example, we talk to the watchman, SRCAS, you understand this language? Napa, Ambi, Gavapa. But if that owner of the house comes, sir, good morning, sir. If you see the clerks and the peons in your campus, in your school or in the college, right, you know how you talk. But when you see your lecturers or faculty, how you talk. When you see your director or something, how you talk. When you see your principal or vice principal or the correspondent or the secretary of the college or institution, how you talk. Therefore, the way you talk changes with the environment. It's very dangerous. You are not being yourself. The environment changes you to talk in a particular way. Why can't you talk with equal love and affection to all? It starts there. I'm not saying this is the whole of being yourself, but it starts there, right? If you see Abdul Kalam, he would ask his security people, did you have food? Come, let's have food. Mother Teresa never bothered about the rich and the poor, right? Wherever one goes, however one goes, Ilaja is living with his music. People say Rajinikanth is known for his magnanimity and